So guys, we're coming towards the end of the expo. Everybody's been overloaded with a whole bunch of ships. They're literally making our life a living misery as well as our bank accounts because some of these ships are absolutely beautiful. Look, it's the end of the expo. I want to do a top 10 list of ships and basically go through and find out the ones that I think are the best of the best. Things that are, some of them are expensive, some of them are cheap, some of them are packages, but this is the sort of an all-round top 10 list of ships for versatility and for price for what they do. So like I say, some of them are cheap, some are expensive, but let's just jump straight into it. So the first thing I'm going to suggest, guys, is, for example, the Mustang Alpha Pack Warbond Anniversary 2018. Now, all the links will be in the description below, so you can go straight to these websites. This, at the moment, guys, is only $35. This gives you the Mustang Alpha. It gives you 72 months insurance on said Mustang Alpha. And it also allows you to go through to get the self-land hangar. And it also gives you Star Citizen, the digital download. So you're getting the game, you're getting a ship, you're getting the hangar, you're getting it all for $35. Feel sorry for some of us suckers who brought this exact same thing literally about a month ago and paid $45 because it is on special right now. I'm going to go outside and beat myself up after this video. And we only got about 3 months insurance. You guys are going to get 72 months insurance on this. And do keep in mind that that 72 months, that is in-game time. So it's only the amount of time that you've played. So if you go away for 6 months, you come back, it doesn't count, which is really, really good for you guys. So that's 5 years of you playing the actual game. Definitely worth the $35. Now, I'm also going to suggest if you can do this, and if you do have a little bit of extra money, also get the Squadron 42 pack. So that pack itself is $65. It is, obviously, Squadron 42 is currently under development. You also get Star Citizen, you get the self-landing hangar, you get $1,000 starting money. So like I say, yeah, you do only get the 3 months insurance on the Mustang Alpha. I couldn't find the pack that actually had the 2000 anniversary edition. But not saying it's not there, just saying I can't find it at the moment. But for $65, guys, you're basically getting Squadron 42 for literally $30. It's normally $45, so you're saving money on Squadron 42, and you are going to also get your Mustang Alpha pack and everything like that. Trust me, if you get the chance, buy Squadron 42 when you buy the Mustang Alpha. Look, I know it's only 3 months for the insurance, but it's going to be worthwhile, because otherwise you're going to end up paying an extra $10 just to buy Squadron 42 as a standalone pack. And some of us shrubs had to actually do that because we didn't realize at the time. Jumping on to the next thing I suggest. The Cutlass Black. So the Cutlass Black pack, which is a Warbond Anniversary 2018. So guys, Warbond is obviously fresh money. So it's not using store credit, but it's a pack. So I'm saying this is a good idea. It's $105. Now that gives you 72 months insurance. It gives you $1,000 starting money. It gives you Star Citizen. It gives you the self-landing hangar, but it doesn't give you Squadron 42. But I'm pretty sure when you go through the checkout, you can also tick that box to say yes to that. Like I say, guys, if you are buying a pack, definitely get Squadron 42. The Cutlass Black is really good for cargo. She is also armed as well. She has a turret. She has her own weapon system. She is a pretty good all-round ship. And at the end of the day, definitely worthwhile having a look at for a ship. So yeah, if you get the chance, have a look at the Cutlass Black. If you want something that's got a little bit more oomph, that's not quite in the game at the moment, but it is coming soonish, I would say the Misc Freelancer Max Basically, it's going to be the stretch limo of cargo runners. So she is a Freelancer Max. She has 72 months insurance. She has the Anvil hangar. But that said, keeping in mind with this one, you don't have the game package. Okay, this is just a standalone ship for $140 US. Very similar to the Cutlass Black in the fact that she has ammo, she's got guns, she has cargo running, so you'll be able to do all your missions and everything like that. It's a very good all-round sort of ship. Slightly dearer than the Cutlass Black. The Cutlass is 105, this is 140. But yeah, definitely worthwhile. Any of these ships, any of the Cutlass Black or the Misc Freelancer, are pretty good value. Personally, my choice would be probably the Cutlass Black, but some people do like the Freelancer, and so yeah, it's up to you guys depending on how much you want to spend. Weapon systems, I would say they're pretty much for much. So yeah, like I say, I think the Freelancer actually would hold more cargo slightly, but I'd have to double check that. Apart from that, guys, the third one that I would suggest, or the third ship, is the standalone ship. It's the Misc Prospector Anniversary 2018. She is only $155 right now. This ship will allow you to go through and to start doing mining. Now, the reason why I've suggested this is because of the fact that mining is very profitable at the moment, subject to change. And yeah, she will allow you to go through and start doing mining runs. You can get anywhere from $6,000, $10,000 if you're a novice, up to $40,000, $60,000 when you get good at mining. Yeah, you find out which rocks you want to mine and which ones you want to leave. And especially later, they were talking about the Prospector being able to sort out the inert material. If that's the case, those cargo holds are going to be very, very full. Which is good because most of the cargo hold at the moment is inert material, which is just a waste. Also, keep in mind with the Prospector, she's going to be able to drop those bags. So, for example, she drops the bags off, and for example, the Freelancer or the Cutlass, for example, can come along, throw them in the back of the ship, take them off, sell them off to Port Alizar or wherever it may be. Bring back the empty bags, and then all of a sudden the Prospector can replace those bags with full ones that it's got, and you can just basically keep ferrying these bags while the Prospector just keeps mining. So that dropping bag system will be coming in hopefully sooner or later, and that is definitely going to make it very good because those Prospectors are just going to be able to keep mining 24/7, or as long as you're in the game, for example. And then it's going to allow the Cutlass Black or the Freelancer or any other ship that can hold it to go through and to take those bags back and to sell them off. So that is kind of cool. Do keep in mind that the Prospector also does come in a pack as well. So you can buy the Misc Prospector War Bond Anniversary, gives you 72 months insurance, $1,000 starting money, Star Citizen digital download, self-landing landing hangar. It is only $160 at the moment, so that is a very good deal because that gives you the game, that gives you the Prospector, and basically, yeah, like I say, when you go to check out, if you do have a little extra cash, I would also suggest throwing in Squadron 42. Guys, I really suggest going through if you're going to buy a package and getting that. Because that game is going to be pretty epic. And like I said, that'll allow you to go through, get the game, get the mining, and start doing that stuff and earning some serious money. The next ship after that is pretty expensive, but she's definitely going to be worth it, and this is the reason why I've actually brought one of these off the grey market, is the Bennett Merchantman. It is $350 US, so she is very high up on the price range. But I tell you now, this ship is going to be worth its weight in gold. It is a huge cargo runner. Not only a cargo runner, but this ship actually will have its own shopping system. So I imagine it's going to be something similar where, for example, you like Port Alizar, you go into the shops, and what they'll do is they'll have terminals and stuff, and it'll just basically read whatever's in the cargo hold and then put them in their shops. So cargo bay 1 might show in shop 1, cargo bay 2 may show in shop 2, and that way you'll have different shops selling different stuff. It is going to be a very good shop for e-commerce or game commerce. And basically, yeah, she's definitely going to be worth her weight in gold. She is a huge ship, 160 meters by 160 meters by by about 40 or 60 meters. She's absolutely beautiful, and it's going to be a very good money earner. But do keep in mind with this, it is a standalone ship, so you will need a game package, and she's also going to need a crew. So if you're in an org or something like that, then that's going to be okay. But otherwise, you're going to have to get a few mates to run it, because this thing is going to be like a 4 or 6 man crew. If you don't want to spend the $350 for that, I would suggest the Drake Caterpillar. It is slightly cheaper at $295. She doesn't have the shop interface that is going to be in the Bennett Merchantman. But that said, the Bennett Merchantman isn't in the game at the moment. The Drake Caterpillar is. The Drake Caterpillar has 72 months insurance. She has the VFG industrial hangar. She has obviously the Caterpillar. It is a standalone ship as well. So do keep in mind the fact that you will need a game package as well. But at the end of the day, she's definitely a good ship for just cargo running. She's a very big favorite with the cargo runners because of the fact that she just holds so much stuff. To give you an idea, to fill her up with Willow is around $895,000 to give you how much, an idea of what she can hold. But yeah, like I say, she's a very good ship for cargo running. She's got weapons, she's got turrets, she can do a bit of damage, she can deal with a bit of damage, she's got pretty average or pretty good shields on her. But like I said, it's definitely a cargo ship, so you don't want to go getting into huge, great big dogfights with people and risking your cargo. But that said, she's good, especially if you've got an escort. She's going to be the cargo hauler. But like I say, personally, I would suggest the Bennett Merchant. But if you don't want to wait for that to come into the game and you want a cargo runner now, definitely the Drake Caterpillar is definitely a good option. So moving along to number 5. Yes, the Avenger Titan. Surprise, surprise. A smaller version of the cargo runners. A more user-friendly, a more base option. This is the standalone ship. I believe it does also come in a package, but I didn't select that one. She holds about 8 for cargo space, so a lot less than the Caterpillar or the Bennett. But she has some decent sized shields for a size. The weapon systems are decent for a size. She's only a small ship. She's only a one-man crew, so you don't have to worry about having a crew, for example, with the Bennett or the Drake Caterpillar. She's a lot cheaper also, at only $50. That gives you 72 months insurance, the Avenger Titan, the Aero View hangar, and like I say, she's basically going to be a very good starting ship that will allow you to go through and to just start doing cargo runs, go through, do the missions, buy some Willow at the drug lab, sell it off. She's going to be a good all-round versatile ship, and she's actually one of my favorites too. She handles really well. She has some decent top-end speed. She's quick. She's nimble. Look, she's not going to take a beating. She can hold her own. But that said, it's sort of going to be a case of you want to hit the target and basically bug out, because you're going to be chances are you're going to be running cargo. You don't want to go risking your cargo. But like I say, look, she can handle her own for her size. She's going to be able to give anything that's smaller or the same sort of size a bit of a run for its money. But obviously, if you're going to go up against capital ships, then that's just going to be a case of hit the quantum drive and get the F out of town. But that said, she can handle her own. The next thing I would suggest for number 6 is the standalone Mercury Star Runner Anniversary 2018. Now this ship is really, really beautiful, and she's quite versatile. So she's good for running some decent cargo. She She has an average size cargo run, but she also does data mining. So what do I mean by data or data, depending where you are, is the fact that she's going to be able to go through and actually hack people, access people's computers, download people's information. For example, say you have someone going through a system that's scanning, he's mapping the system out because he wants to sell that data to someone else, which will be in the game eventually. This ship will be able to come along, technically in stealth mode. I wouldn't go doing it and not, but yeah, creeping up behind the person and hacking into his system, downloading everything from the computer, and then basically going and selling it. So it's going to be a bit of a hacker's delight. Personally, if I had the extra $225 right now, I would so buy this ship because I think it's going to be so useful. So she's good at a little bit of cargo running. She's going to be a data miner. She's the only data miner in the shop that I know. In the game that I know of at the moment. But she's not in there at the moment. This is something that will be coming future. It has 72 months insurance. It has the Aero View hangar. It is $225, which is a little bit expensive on the price side. But she's the only data miner in there. But she's definitely worthwhile. And look, I don't know what the weapon system is like on it yet. We don't know what the shields or how she handles. I imagine she's going to be nimble and quick. But at the end of the day, the weapon system should be fairly good with shields. But that said, like I say, she's a data miner and she's a cargo runner. She's a smuggling ship. There's also reports that she will have smuggling holds and stuff like that. So this is going to be very much the smuggler's choice. But that said, if the 225 is a little expensive and you want something a little bit cheaper, the RSI Constellation Taurus Anniversary 2018, she is only a prototype at the moment, so she's not actually in game. She has 72 months insurance. She has the Reveal and York hangar. She is cheaper at the 150 mark, so there's a bit of a price difference between the two ships. About $75 US. That said, the Taurus also probably has more weaponry, I would suggest, than the actual Mercury Star Runner. But that said, the Taurus doesn't do data mining that we know of. So at the end of the day, yeah, like I say, the Mercury Star Runner is a good smuggling ship. The RSI Constellation Taurus is more going to be a capital ship, sort of like a medium-sized capital ship, where you can go through and patrol systems and stuff like that. But she has a decent cargo hold on her, so there's definitely that as well. But like I say, no data mining on that, so that's why I would prefer the Star Runner. But, like I say, both these ships aren't in the game at the moment. So, number 7 is the Anvil Arrow Airspace 2018 War Bond. So, like I say, obviously, guys, this is going to be fresh money, as they like to say. The reason why I'm suggesting this, look, she's not going to be able to take a beating, but she's going to be maneuverable, she's going to be nimble, she's going to be quick, she's going to be able to deal with some decent damage. The gun system on this and the turret system on this, she is going to be able to leave a mark. But that said, you don't want to get locked into your targets. But that said, she is definitely worthwhile having a look at, especially for $65. It is a really, really good price. You get the lifetime insurance, you get the Anvil Arrow, and you get the self-land hangar. Like I say, for $65, it's a pretty good deal. If you do want the game package, that is $80. That comes with lifetime insurance, self-land hangar, starting money, which is $1,000 UC, Star Citizen digital pack for $80. And you could also probably pick up Squadron 42 when you go through the checkout. So like I say, I would definitely do that as well. So that 80 would come to about 110-ish. But yeah, definitely worthwhile having a look at that for a starting pack. Look, she's not going to be able to do cargo, but you're going to be able to go through and do all the missions, the pirate hunting. You're going to be able to go through, sort of do all the mercenary missions or anything like that. Do keep in mind, like I said, no cargo space on this thing. So if you want a cargo hauler, you're going to need something else, like for example Cutlass Black or the Misc Freelancer. But that said, if you're just after something that has guns and that can get into dogfights and you just want the military dogfighting aspect, definitely worthwhile having a look at. Now, if you do want to spend a little extra money and you want something that's that can take a little bit more of a beating, the Gladius Valiant is a very good choice. She's not as nimble, not as quick as the Anvil Arrow. She's a little bit bigger, but she is going to be able to take a little bit more of a beating than the Arrow. And the weapon system on this is pretty decent as well. This gives you the variant, it gives you 72 months insurance, it gives you the Arrow View hanger, and it's all for $110. Now, like I say, if I had to pick between the Arrow and the variant, I would probably go the Arrow. I would probably go the Arrow with the pack with Squadron 42 for around the $110 mark. But for example, if you do want something that can take a little bit more of a beating, you're not quite really good at the dodging the bullets and everything just yet, then obviously I would say the Gladius. But my I love the Arrow. I really do. I think she's a great ship. Number 8. Alright, let's jump into this. We're getting towards the end of the list now, guys. And this is the one I'm probably not going to be able to pronounce, but the Epoque Centaura IAE. I'm getting that wrong, I know. She's $195 war bond, so she is a little bit more on the expensive side. At the moment, she does fly very well, but she has been designed for the new flight module. And when that new flight model comes in, I imagine this is going to go from flying pretty well to flying exceptionally well. So yeah, this is definitely something to keep an eye out for in the future. That new flight module that's coming through next couple of months is really going to make this and possibly the Anvil Arrow a really good ship to handle. They were saying it has the 4 thrusters that allow it to be very versatile about where she goes and whatnot. But this gives you the Epoque Centaura. Yeah, I'm getting that wrong, I know. Lifetime insurance, self-laying hanger. She is a little bit dearer at the $195. But I think this is going to be a very good ship to look out for in the future. Like I say, when that flight module comes through, look out for this thing, because I think she's going to be very hard to find. Quite literally. She'll be the one shooting you while you're trying to turn. Apart from that, guys, we are jumping towards the end of this list now. Number 9, we're going to look at salvage ships. The Drake Vulture Anniversary 2018. She is $140. There's only 2 ships in this game that actually do salvage. This is the cheaper aspect of it. It's definitely something to look forward to, because that salvage module is coming through in the next few months. They're talking about it being in maybe 3.5 now, I think it is. So at the end of the day, this is something for slight future. But like I say, $140 US gives you the Drake Vulture, 72 months insurance, the Anvil hanger, and like I say, it's only one of 2 ships in this game that will do salvage. And that I think is going to be a very profitable job or career in the game. So that's definitely worthwhile something to having a look at. If you do want something with a little extra money, and I might have underestimated a little bit here, but the Aegis Reclaimer Anniversary for $400 US. Yes, she is a lot dearer, but she is the king of salvage. This thing is just literally going to be able to rip ships apart. It's going to make space battles interesting, because I'm just imagining someone coming up behind you and just munching on you. She's going to fly like a brick. She's not going to be maneuverable. This is not something you're not going to be able to take into a real dogfight. Yes, it will have turrets. Yes, it will be able to handle itself in a fight. Yes, she will be able to take a battering while handling it out. Those shield generators, I imagine, are going to be very beautiful. And this thing is just going to rip other ships apart. Look, like I say, it's not going to be maneuverable. It's going to be a flying brick. getting in the atmosphere is going to be interesting, as in, oh my god, we're going to die. But in space, she is going to be the king of salvage. If you do have extra money, like $400, yeah, and you do want to get something that is going to be the king of the salvage industry, at the moment, this ship is definitely it. That said, like I said, if you're on a budget and you want a small to medium-sized salvage ship, I would definitely say look at the Vulture. It's definitely going to be interesting. But yeah, it's gonna rip the shipwrecks apart. It's not going to be as good as the Reclaimer, but she's definitely going to be able to do medium to small size shipwrecks. And number 10, the last ship is the Vulcan. Now, the reason why this is on the list, and this is one of the very few ships that I found that can refuel, repair, and rearm. And this ship is going to be so important. So we were talking about this in Synchronizerz, and basically what we're saying at the moment is that this ship's major role is going to be support. So for example, you've got maybe, for example, where I find it here, maybe you've got the constellation Taurus. She's going around, she's doing patrols, she's patrolling a system, and all of a sudden she's getting shot at. She return fires, she beats the enemy, but she's a little bit damaged. I imagine this ship is going to be sitting in an asteroid field close by. The Taurus rings up, says, look man, I got some damage, I need some repairing. This ship's going to be able to get in there, launch its drones, or however they're going to do it, go through, repair, supply this ship, supply the Taurus, and then jump back in the asteroid field for cover. I don't think she's going to be able to take a real full-on beating. I imagine she's going to be, medium-sized beating. She's going to be able to get into like the war zones and sort of repair and get out quick. But that said, I wouldn't go taking this into a huge, great big dogfight. But yeah, this is going to be a support role where you basically go through and just repair, rearm, refuel, and then basically jump back into the asteroid field. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to be watching from a distance, I imagine, waiting for the enemies to be destroyed, and then going in and repairing your side's team. So yeah, definitely going to be interesting how people use this. It is a one-person support crew, and like I said, for $200 US, it gives you the Vulcan, it gives you 72 months insurance, it gives you the self-land hangar. Obviously, there's no pack because it's a standalone ship, so you will need a package with this, but it's definitely going to be a very important ship. But guys, look, that's my suggestions for the anniversary sale. What are your thoughts? Did you agree with this list? Do you think I've done a good job with going through and naming and listing these ships? Or do you disagree? Is there a ship that you think should have been on this list that I didn't incorporate? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, if you want to post, what are your top 10 ships? What are your top 10 that you think are going to be more important in this game? And then we'll have a discussion about it in that comment section below. And also, guys, look, I am taking suggestions for future videos, so please feel free to also post that or let me know on Twitter what you would suggest. Also, there is a code in the description below. If you're not a member of Star Citizen at the moment, you are signing up with these packages or anything like that, please feel free to use that code. That will give you an extra $5,000 currency in-game. It will also give me an extra $5,000 currency in-game. So we both win. And yeah, that'll basically allow you to go through and have some starting money. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.